Hello, everyone. Happy Wellness Wednesday. I hope you are all doing good. Hey, P44 Chipo, nice to see you. Hey, Misty, blessings to you as well. How's it going? It is Wednesday. I hope you all have been surviving the energies. It's been kicking my ass. So, as you can tell, I have a new do. Something had to give, something had to shift. So I said, okay, I'm going to do my hair. So for those of you that know me, I'm consistently changing the hair and doing different things with it. Hey, thanks, Anna Banana. How are you? Hope you're good. So I thought maybe by doing this, it may help kind of get my engine going again because it's been a little bit of a struggle, but I'm healthy. So all is well. And is it Friday yet? Ready for the weekend. Okay, my tea's still too hot to drink. So I thought I'd do something different tonight. Thought it would be a lot of fun. Hey, Katie. Oh, thank you. Yes, hello again. I enjoyed your life earlier today. For those of you who have not watched Katie Moonchild, be sure to Katie Moonchild's World. Subscribe to her channel. Oh, thank you, P44. I'm doing okay. Thank you. I just, I think the transition of my daughter leaving, going back to college, and feeling into the space of how different that is a shift. And then with the full moon and Mercury retrograde, it was just kind of like things just felt like it was getting heavier and heavier. It's like, ugh, okay, I'm ready to take this off. Hey, Sylvia's Vision. Nice to see you. So it's going to be a short live tonight because I do have an event that I have to manage tonight, online event, but still, I got to literally go from this live to there. So I said, what can I do in that time? Hey, unique. So it's unique inspirations. I don't have my glasses on. I'm looking here. Hey, Trina, how are you? Guys, thank you, Trina. Thank you. Yeah, I just did it. I needed to shake something up, do something different. Trina started her own channel. If you don't know Trina, she and Dean of the Hermits Corner. Gosh, brain's not functioning here. She's on with him a lot, and so she started her own channel, Unique Inspirations. So be sure to go and follow her. There she is. So Trina just has such an amazing outlook, and she shares a lot of great information. So be sure to, yeah. Oh, you had COVID. Oh my God. Sending you a lot of healing light your way. Yeah. It wears the body down. That's for sure. So I'm sure you've heard from 50 billion people already, but drink all your liquids, as many liquids as possible. I used to do steams when I got it. I did a lot of eucalyptus steams, created my own zinc, vitamin C, vitamin D, all that good stuff. So, oh, you're very welcome. You're going to book an appointment to have me. Now, I haven't done hair for anybody else, so I can't say if I'm good at doing that or not. P44. But thank you. Hey, this is what quarantine taught me how to do. So, hey, Kathy G, nice to see you. So I thought I would try, and I just learned the Toast channel was I on, and they were talking about this. I can't remember. But the term is Bibliomancy. And what that is, and typically is used with the Bible, but it could be used with any book, is where you get messages and inspirations from books. I didn't know there was a term for it. And it's something that I do, but I've only done it for myself. And my go-to book that I do it from is The Alchemist. Have any of you read this book or know of it? Yeah, the aches and pains are the worst, Trina, but make sure you get up and you move. You got to move with the COVID. You got to get your body moving, not do anything crazy, but just maybe a little stretching, and so it doesn't like settle in the body too hard. Move, move, move. So The Alchemist, I'm going to read what it's, this is by Paulo Coelho. I'm so bad at pronunciating. But let me read. Dang it, did I leave my glasses? Guys, let me grab my glasses. Otherwise, I'm going to be squinting the entire time. Hold on. I think I need to create a checklist for myself when I do my lives. So I can be like, okay, do you have your glasses? Do you have these cards and this? Do you have your tea? You know, everything that I need to know because I always forget something. So let me just tell you what this story is about. This is an enchanting novel that has inspired a devoted following around the world. This story, dazzling in its powerful simplicity and inspiring wisdom, is about an Andalusian shepherd boy named Santiago who travels from his homeland in Spain to the Egyptian desert in search of a treasure buried in the pyramids. Along the way, he meets a gypsy woman, a man who calls himself king, and an alchemist, all of whom point Santiago in the direction of his quest. No one knows what the treasure is or if Santiago will be able to surmount to the obstacles along the way. But what starts out as a journey to find worldly goods turns into a discovery of the treasure found within. Lush and deeply humane, the story of Santiago is an eternal testament to the transforming power of our dreams and the importance of listening to our hearts. So, hey, Arlene. Hey, Debsy. Nice to see you. So I thought it would be fun. Like I said, I haven't done this before. Usually when I go seeking for messages, Spirit points out the messages for me. I thought I would do a message for everyone. And then from there, if anyone would like a message, I could just tap into see what message I get for you. So I thought that would be a lot of fun. Okay, Trina's going live at 8:30 Central, 8/7, so that's 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you, Arlene. Yeah, I had to switch it up, try something different. Okay. So, for those of you just joining, I'm going to be working from messages from the Alchemist today. I thought it would be really interesting to see what messages come from this, from Spirit, because I normally do it for myself, but I haven't done it for other people. So let's see. Hey, Sempress, nice to see you. All right, so let's see what message we have just for the collective, what we all need to hear. We don't know when the war will end, so we can't continue our journey, he said. The battle may last for a long time, perhaps even years. There are powerful forces on both sides, and the war is important to both armies. It's not a battle of good against evil. It is a war between forces that are fighting for the balance of power. And when that type of battle begins, it lasts longer than others because Allah is on both sides. So I find that very, very fascinating, interpreting the war of what we're experiencing here in our own country, of the two parties, right, that are involved. It almost feels like a war. And yeah, it's that creating that balance of power that they are both fighting against, and God exists on both sides. So that is very interesting. Yeah, thanks, Trina. Yeah, Allah is on both sides. Exactly. So powerful. Exactly, Simpress. Okay. So, would anybody like for me to tap in for them to see what message I may have? Now, we may expand this right now. I'm just going to do like a general message because I'm still working with this. I don't know. Well, we could try it. Hell, if you want to ask a question, I can see what comes out. And if it doesn't necessarily answer your question, it may just be something that you need to hear right now. So, would anybody like to be a guinea pig? Oh, yay. Good on a banana. Yes. Let's get some subscriptions for Trina. Unique inspirations. She's just starting out. I remember being a kid, and that was one of my first moral dilemmas. I would try to figure out how we would know each side to be on. What if both sides on a war are right? Exactly. Yeah. Oops. Okay, P44. Let's see what we have. Message for P44. Okay, I'm not sensing a message from this page. Let me try this again. And it might have been too, it stopped right where I had my bookmark, so I took that out. Let's see. Okay. The wind's curiosity was aroused. Something had never happened before. It wanted to talk about those things, but it didn't know how to turn a man into the wind. And look how many things the wind already knew how to do. It created deserts, sank ships, felled entire forests, and blew through cities filled with music and strange noises. It felt it had no limits, yet here was a boy saying that there were other things the wind should be able to do. This is what we call love, the boy said, seeing that the wind was close to granting what he requested. When you are loved, you can do anything in creation. When you are loved, there's no need at all to understand what's happening because everything happens within you. And even men can turn themselves into the wind as long as the wind helps, of course. So P44, the message here is that the wind, there is no boundaries. There is no boundaries with the wind, and that it can reach great heights. And comparing this into love, and that when you are loved, and not necessarily by another individual, but by for yourself, you can do anything in creation. So making sure that you're holding on to that love for yourself. So I hope that resonates with you. Oh, thank you, Arlene. Yeah, I put my shells and beads and stuff in. Feeling very, I need more earthy, earthy feeling. Oh, you're welcome, P44. Oh, your brain's mushy today, Chris. It's all good. Yeah, I know. It's a process. As I swear, I'm blaming it on retrograde and the full moon. Okay, anybody else would like to try a reading? It does. Okay, very cool. Very cool. Yeah, anyone have a question or just want oops. Want to give it a try. Oh, that's awesome. Cypress, I volunteer as tribute. Okay, perfect. All right, for Cypress. Hmm. Hmm. I'm trying to feel which one feels stronger for me to read to you. So I'm going to go with this here. Um, so it's referring to the Alchemist. I don't want to, I'm trying to figure out where I could shorten this because it's a long thing here. Um, The alchemist saw the tribal chiefs greet the leader of the caravan and converse with him at length. But none of that mattered to the alchemist. He had already seen many people come and go, and the desert remained as it was. He had seen kings and beggars walking the desert sands. The dunes were changed constantly by the wind, yet these were the same sands he had known ever since he was a child. He always enjoyed seeing the happiness that the travelers experience when, after weeks of yellow sand and blue sky, they first saw the green of the date palms. Maybe God created the desert so that man could appreciate the date trees, he thought. He decided to concentrate on more practical matters. He knew that in the caravan there was a man whom he was to teach some of his secrets. The omens had told him so. He didn't know the man yet, but his practiced eye would recognize him when he appeared. He hoped that it would be someone as capable as his previous apprentice. So, Simpress, what I'm feeling like for this message for you is that pay attention to something that's to come. I feel like almost maybe that there's a teacher or someone that's going to come into your path, and but it's going to be someone different because I feel like that you've had teachers before, that you've worked with people, and it's kind of like what he's saying here. You know, people come and go. He's seen, seen all different types of people, but this one's going to be a little bit different. So that's what I feel like for you. That gave you chills. Okay. Have you been looking for a teacher or wanting to work with someone or something? That's what feel like someone's going to come into your path. And teacher is such a broad term. It could be so many different ways a teacher can be for you. So don't limit it to just one aspect of teaching. Hey, Ron. Nice to see you, big bro. Let me know about a teacher. Is that something you've been looking at or possibly considering? And if not, it may be coming your way. It's maybe something to think about. Okay, Arlene. Let's see what's in the magic. This is for Arlene. Mhm. Okay, interesting. So this is what I have for you, Arlene. It says the wind began to pick up. He knew that wind. People called it Levanter because on it the Moors had come from the Levant at the eastern end of the Mediterranean. The Levanter increased in intensity. Here I am, between my flock and my treasure, the boy thought. He had to choose between something he had become accustomed to and something he wanted to have. There was also the merchant's daughter, but she wasn't as important as his flock because she didn't depend on him. Maybe she didn't even remember him. He was sure that it made no difference to her on which day he appeared. For her, every day was the same. And when each day is the same as the next, it's because people fail to recognize the good things that happen in their lives every day that the sun rises. So, Arlene, what I feel for this is that there's a decision or something that you're possibly trying to make right now. And with that decision, as he's doing here, is finding out what is really important, what is really of value to you, kind of dissecting it a little bit more. This really stands out for me as well. It says, and when each day is the same as the next, it's because people fail to recognize the good things that happen in their lives every day the sun rises. So pay attention to kind of like what I've been going through these past few days, right? The monotony, it feels like every day feels like the same. And in order to dissect that, it's coming to make a choice of how you want to have that day. Are you, it is what we make it, right? It says good things that happen. Look at the good things that happen every day in your life because the sun rises. So I hope that resonates with you. Let me know. Yeah, that does fit us all, doesn't it, Chris? Yeah, let me know, guys. And if it doesn't resonate with you, that's fine too. I'm just trying to, like I said, this is something new that I'm giving a whirl and trying. Um, okay. Thank you, Simpress. Let me see. I actually was thinking earlier today about whether I should work with a teacher, take a course to deepen my tarot skills. Well, look at there. Awesome. Thank you for that feedback. Oh, thank you, Kelly. How are you, my dear? Nice to see you. Yeah, I switched it up. It's time for a change. Okay. All right. I got about 10 more minutes if anybody else wants a reading. So next Wednesday, it's kind of a little bit more of the same. I have another event. So it'll be a short live again next Wednesday. And then going into February, I have a guest right out the gate. So that's exciting. And I'm just waiting to get her information of the topic. So I'll wait till I get that and then I will share who it is. And, of course, this Friday morning at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time, I'll be on for coffee chat. Oh, yay, Trina. Okay, awesome. Let's see what we get for Trina. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so for you, my dear, I have the boy learned that the liquid part of the masterwork was called the elixir of life and that it cured all illnesses. It also kept the alchemist from growing old, and the solid part was called the philosopher's stone. It's not easy to find the philosopher's stone, said the Englishman. The alchemists spent years in their laboratories observing the fire that purified the metals. They spent so much time close to the fire that they gradually gave up the vanities of the world. They discovered that the purification of the metals had led to a purification of themselves. The boy thought about the crystal merchant. He had said that it was a good thing for the boy to clean the crystal pieces so that he could free himself from negative thoughts. The boy was becoming more and more convinced that alchemy could be learned in one's daily life. So, what this says for me, Trina, for you is well, first of all, it's interesting that it's talking about the elixir of life and alchemy and healing, right? As you're in the process of healing right now. And so the sharing, like the magic is within you. We all have like a little philosopher's stone, right? That we all have. And so it's now time. It says, I love that this part, they spend so much. So, okay, I'm getting the message now. This part here, they spent so much time close to the fire that they gradually gave up the vanities of the world. They discovered that the purification of the metals had led to a purification for themselves. So, what you focus on, Trina, what you give life and attention to, what you put your energy into, that's what's going to come out for you. Okay. And it's going to come out in a really beautiful way. So, whatever it is that you work on and that you treat, including the healing of your body, send it with love, treat it with love, healing light. And that's what you're going to get in return. That's what's going to come out from that. So, paying very close of attention and tapping into those energies for you. So, I hope that resonates for you. Oh, Kelly feeling sick? What's going on, Kelly? Oh, and your nerve, it got cream and going to do it. Okay. Yeah. Sending you some healing light, Kelly. Feel better. So sorry. Oh, you're very welcome, Trina. Good. Glad you love that message. All right. Anyone else? Well, I'm waiting to see if anyone else wants a message. Let me just pull another one here. I forgot the other day. I'm trying to remember the question I asked. I asked a question and I came to this book. And the answer was so profound. I wish I would have wrote it down. I was kind of like, whoa, it's what I needed to hear. Well, apparently I'm supposed to read this message again. I forgot who I read this for. And it's referring to the one about the wind and about referring to it as love. This is what we call love. Seeing, the boy said, seeing what the wind was close to granting what he requested. When you are loved, you can do anything in creation. And when you are loved, there is no need at all to understand what's happening because everything happens within you. And even men can turn themselves into the wind as long as the wind helps, of course. So I feel like I needed to read that again for someone who needed to hear it. Ron, coffee at this hour? Are you sure? I can't drink coffee past 3 o'clock, and I'm seriously up all night. All right, let me see if there's a message here. Interesting. Okay, so this says, I'm trying to find stuff that's a little shorter. Some of this stuff is kind of long. So this part here, I told you that your dream was a difficult one. It's the simple things in life that are the most extraordinary. Only wise men are able to understand them. And since I am not wise, I have had to learn other arts such as the reading of palms. So this is a part in the story where he actually gets connects with a palm reader. But I love this part of it's the simple things in life that are the most extraordinary. And I really feel like that is such a great message for everyone. Oh, good night. Oh, I read that for you, P44. Oh, wonderful. Okay, awesome. Oh, you're so welcome. Good night, P44. I appreciate you popping in because I know it's super late over there. I believe you're in the UK, right? It's super late. So thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. Okay. Is there anyone that didn't get a message that would like a message? Or how about just a general question? It doesn't have to be a personal question for you per se, just a question. I'm just curious to see if how this works. You want one, Ron? Okay, awesome. Let's see what we get for you, big bro. Uh, Everyone in life is an omen, said the Englishman, now closing the journal he was reading. There is a universal language understood by everybody, but already forgotten. I am in search of that universal language among other things. That's why I'm here. I have to find a man who knows that universal language, an alchemist. So I feel like, Ron, for you, this universal language, and that's part of just who you are as an individual and what you have to share with others. That you're trying to find a way to connect people, right, through unconditional love, and just utilizing your gifts to work with others. Um, Trying to see if there's any other messages here. So, okay, so what Spirit just shared with me right now for you regarding that is to trust your omens, to trust your guides, the information that you receive, to trust more in yourself, to really feel into that information. So, your answers are there. So, I hope that makes sense for you. Okay, yes, good, good. Love that. Hey, Nancy and Joey, nice to see you too. I got about 5 more minutes. I'm actually doing an event tonight, so it's a short live this evening. And what I am doing is a little bibliomancy of sharing messages through one of my favorite books, The Alchemist. So if you would like uh, for me to tune in and try to read something for you, I would love to do so. What's this, Joey? Esperanto is a universal language. Ron is the Tower of Babel of languages. Yeah, I love that. So, yeah, I was sharing that I normally do these messages for myself and I've never done it for others. So, I thought I would try it out. Oh, thank you, Arlene. Yes, please hit that thumbs up while you're here. I always forget to mention that. Oops. Okay, Nancy, here we go. Hmm. So, Nancy, this is what I have here. It says, the boy fell to his knees and wept. He thanked God for making him believe in his personal legend and for leading him to meet a king, a merchant, an Englishman, and an alchemist. And above all, for having met a woman of the desert who had told him that love would never keep a man from his personal legend. And what I'm hearing and feeling for you on this is to tap really into that place of gratitude. If you haven't, if you don't do any type of gratitude journal or something like that, just to take the time, even if you don't write it down, just mentioning what you're grateful for every day to really tap into those, that place, those messages of love. So let me know if that resonates with you. Yes, the heart language. Love that, Joey. Hey, Pat, nice to see you. Oh, you're so welcome, Simpress. Yeah, we'll probably revisit this idea again and try it again. Okay, you do every day. Okay, good. Very good. Let me well, since you do a day, let me see. Let me just tap to see if there's anything else that I might be missing there. So really just I guess take part you give gratitude every day, but look at the second part of that message, which is love would never keep a man from his personal legend. So for you to really tap in more into love, and not saying that you don't do it for, especially when you're giving the gratitude, but everything aspect and ways that you come at things, and this is for all of us truly, is to tap into that place of love, and to expand on that more. So hey, Vivian. Nice to see you. Oh, thanks, Joey. That's nice to hear. Yeah, I wish I could stay on longer with you guys tonight. I get super bummed when I have about anywhere from about twice a month. I have work events, and they unfortunately land on a Wednesday sometimes. So that's when I got to wrap up my lives. So all right. Well, if nobody, you're welcome, Nancy. I know that didn't come out super clear for you. Let me just check one more. Hmm. So this one says, as they moved along, the boy tried to listen to his heart. It was not easy to do. In earlier times, his heart had always been ready to tell its story, but lately that wasn't true. There had been times when his heart spent hours telling of its sadness, and at other times it became so emotional over the desert sunrise that the boy had to hide his tears. His heart beat fastest when it spoke to the boy of treasure, and more slowly than when the boy started entranced at the endless horizons of the desert. But his heart was never quiet, even when the boy and the alchemist had fallen into silence. And here it is right here, the message. Why do we have to listen to our hearts? The boy asked when they made camp that day. Because wherever your heart is, that is where you'll find your treasure. So I think that's what I was talking about, that aspect of love for you, Nancy, and tapping into that in the place of gratitude, because your heart, opening that up more, is that's where the treasure lies. That's where we could find our inner peace. That's where we feel really good. I know for me, for the work that I do, a lot of my center, it's between my heart chakra and my solar plexus. So I do a lot of work in just enhancing and opening things up. So I hope that makes more better sense for you now. I felt like I needed to go back in and find a little bit more. You know, Vivian, this is like one of my favorite books. It's like, I don't know, there's so many gems in this book. And it has everything that it's like it has the mystery, it has the travel, it's a great book. So, and there's so much spiritual meanings and things in this book as well. And this is why I use it as one of my go tos for when I'm trying to receive messages or I need to hear something. I flip a page and spirit gives me what I need to know. So, yes, and it's good to reread. Ah, there it is right there. And don't want to feel okay. Yeah, spirit really wants you to tap into more of those feelings. It's okay to feel. It's okay to be very emotional. And so open up that heart. Open up that heart more. Joy says, I'm Portuguese. I can relate. Yeah. Well, this was fun. Thank you all for joining me. I really enjoyed this. I may bring this back again and try it again and think of different ways to do it. I just thought this would be something fun and different to do tonight. So I unfortunately have to go. I'm procrastinating, as you can tell. Like, I don't want to be in. I don't want to adult today. I don't want to be an adult. Yes. So I'm going to post. I didn't do it earlier. I just put the title of the book and I might have put the author, but I'll put a link to that as well as if anyone's interested in reading this book. It's a great read. So thank you. Thank you. Join me this Friday morning for coffee chat at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. And I will see you all then. Thank you. And make sure you go and follow Trina tonight. She's going on live in about an hour. So good, Trina. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, Katie. Oh, good. And I'm glad you got it, Nancy. That's awesome. All right. Okay. Blessings to you all. Take care.